What if I was to tell you that the shape of your butt, not your waist, your butt would actually be an early warning sign as to whether or not you would get type 2 diabetes? Sounds interesting, but a new research study reveals that the shape of your butt actually matters. In this video, I'm going to show you why your butt could be the secret metabolic warning sign as to whether or not you are metabolically healthy or not, and what to do about this immediately. So stick around to the end, but before I get started, I'm Dr. Zyrowski. Thanks for joining me in another video today. Let's go ahead and look right at this study. There's a new study, and it's a massive study of 61,000 MRI scans, and it was by the UK Biobank. And what they found is that changes in shape of the gluteus maximus, the buttocks, or the biggest muscle in your body, strongly correlated with the risk of type 2 diabetes. And then here's a twist. It wasn't about the size or fat. It was actually about the shape of the gluteus maximus, the buttocks, that actually would determine whether or not you are at risk for type 2 diabetes. Now, in men, according to the study, early diabetes was associated with a shrinkage of the specific muscle regions of the gluteus maximus. What this would cause men to have is a glute or a butt shape that looked hollowed out or even very flat. Okay, this means that they were losing the muscle mass of the gluteus maximus. In women, it was very different. Research actually saw an expansion in the glute shape. Well, this wasn't due to an increase in muscle mass. In fact, it was due to an increase of fat infiltration and not healthy muscle growth. Now, this is a paradigm shift because the shape of your butt actually might be telling the metabolic story way before being able to identify the inability to control glucose, waist size, or even weight gain. But why does the shape of the glutes or your butt matter so much in the way of metabolic health? Well, the gluteus maximus, according to the study, is one of the largest muscles in the body, and muscle health is closely tied to insulin sensitivity, glucose disposal, and overall metabolic function. The new MRI-based shape study goes a little bit deeper. Instead of measuring how big or fat the glutes are, it tracks the structural change, early muscle deterioration in men, fat infiltration in women, way before metabolic disease ever developed. So back to our original question, why does the shape of the butt matter so much? As I mentioned before, these glutes are one of the biggest muscles in the body. And this is why it matters. The muscle is the body's #1 way of glucose disposal. Your muscles will actually store the majority of your body's glucose as glycogen, and 80% of the glucose from meals will actually be taken up by the skeletal muscle. Furthermore, the more muscle you have, the bigger your glucose storage tank, so to speak, actually is. This ultimately prevents the glucose from staying in the bloodstream, causing blood sugar spikes. Furthermore, muscle makes you more insulin sensitive. And this is why when you age, the more lean muscle mass you have, this is going to be a huge factor in longevity. If you look at any longevity studies that exist, one of the #1 factors is how much muscle mass do you have. This is going to keep you metabolically healthy. Also, muscle is going to burn glucose even when you're not moving. Imagine when you're sleeping, when you're sitting on the couch doing nothing, you're going to find that the muscle is constantly burning the glucose in your body. The more muscle mass you have, the more glucose burning that is going to occur. Now, muscle contractions will actually lower your blood sugar without insulin. This is really interesting, and most people don't think about this. Most people, when they think of blood sugar control, they think of insulin sensitivity, and they think that's the only thing that exists. But the problem is there's a bigger factor involved here, and this is huge. When your muscles contract, whether lifting weights or just basically going for a brisk walk, you activate something called the GLUT4 transporters that pull glucose into the cell independently of insulin. Let me repeat that. Independently of insulin. So this is why having lean muscle mass matters so much. And this is why the glutes, which is the largest muscle in the body, matters so much. And this is why you can measure the amount of muscle in the glute and determine whether or not somebody is at risk for metabolic health problems. Now, another factor to consider is that the lower the muscle mass you have, it is going to equal higher amounts of visceral fat and also worse glucose control. And this is why when you start doing some strength training, which I'm a huge advocate of, you're going to actually increase GLUT4 density. Now, let me explain this real quick. Remember, as I said, the GLUT4 transporters are going to pull glucose into the cell independently of insulin. When you're doing this strength training, you're going to actually have more GLUT4 receptors that develop, and this is going to offer you better glucose disposal. Once again, highlighting why the gluteus muscles are so important for metabolic health. You're also going to find that muscles will protect you from post-meal glucose spikes. Now, you've probably heard me talk about this before. It's very important to do some sort of exercise after you eat. It's highly beneficial. Whether you're doing some air squats and you're just activating the glutes and the leg muscles, which are the biggest muscles in the body, or you're going for a 30-minute walk after a meal, you're going to find this has a profound impact on blood sugar control. In your butt, it's not just cosmetic, it's a metabolic organ, as you found out through this video. Changes in the shape may be one of the earliest signs of metabolic dysfunction, and potentially long before blood work shows insulin resistance or diabetes. So what does this mean for you? Well, this means that you need to actually prioritize your glute strength and your lower body strength. Some of the things that you can do are squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, lunges, and these are going to be especially useful if you're somebody who sits a lot throughout the day. Many of us go to work. We sit in the car while we go to work. At work, we sit at a desk, and then we sit in the car to go home. And then, because you're so worn out at the end of the day, you sit some more. But unfortunately, that's not doing good things for your metabolic health. So once again, think of ways that we can strengthen our muscles in our legs and our glutes. Strong, healthy glute muscles are going to help you clear glucose from the blood, reduce your risk of insulin resistance, and also shield your body from metabolic decline. The other thing that you want to do is avoid prolonged sitting and inactivity. Once again, in today's modern world, many of us are sitting for long periods of time at a desk. And so even simple habits like having a standing desk, walking on your breaks, stair climbing, taking the opportunity to go for a simple walk whenever you have a break in your schedule. This is actually going to offer you an incredible benefit to your overall metabolic health. So as we look at this topic of why the glute muscles are so important for your metabolic health, it's because they are soaking up the sugar in the bloodstream, and they're doing it very efficiently and effectively, ultimately lowering your risk of type 2 diabetes. And this is why it's important to always prioritize lean muscle mass. One of the things I do in order to always promote lean muscle mass is take essential amino acids. And I'll put a link in the description below to the essential amino acids I use. So taking essential amino acids is going to actually promote lean muscle mass, especially as you age. That was another interesting thing found in this study when it came to amino acids, is that in the elderly that took amino acids, they actually had more lean muscle mass even though they weren't exercising versus the elderly who did not take essential amino acids. So that is just another quick tip as to how you could actually promote lean muscle mass in your body, which ultimately is going to help your metabolism and also help with blood sugar control, preventing metabolic health problems in your future. I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski. If you love this video, go ahead and watch this video next.